How do you become an inevitable millionaire? Why do I want everyone in my audience to be a millionaire? Because I want you to live an extraordinary life. I want life to be your masterpiece. I want you to have the power of choice. Wealth creates the opportunity to make decisions of courage, not fear. Wealth brings the ability to make a sharp right turn when opportunity presents itself. How do you get on a track where if you keep working on your skill set, you keep working on your mindset, you keep working on your money paradigm, that you have an open-ended enough opportunity to make money that you can get there. I want you to know that you have inside of you everything you need and that the opportunity is yours. The floor is yours. There is no dress rehearsal. This is your life. Life is now. Make every single day count. Now is your moment. Okay, welcome back. That video gets me pumped up every single time. How are you guys doing? I got some lipstick right there. Okay, we're warmed up. We're ready for a great Sunday. I hope you are doing some amazing things to rest, rejuvenate, and get ready for a big week this week. I'm excited to be back here with you guys. First of all, huge welcome. We have so many new inevitable millionaires to celebrate, and I am so excited to have the opportunity to actually meet you in person on September 2nd. So really, really happy to have the opportunity to spend the time in person with you on September 2nd at the Elevate Your Inner Circle event. Those of you that decided to pay in full, we have just a couple spots left in that event. So if you want to be there in person with myself and some of the exec team from Team Unstoppable, make sure you go to inevitablemillionaires.com and get yourself registered today. It's Sunday. Sunday is the day of worship. It's the day of gratitude. It's the day of rest, rejuvenation, rejoicing, praise. And it's one of my favorite days of the week. And I'm excited to get to share a little bit of my Sunday with you. And when I'm in a launch and I do go live on a Sunday, I always like to have Sunday be the day to be focused on mindset, because mindset is so interconnected with gratitude, and gratitude is interconnected with mindset. And a mindset of gratitude on this day of worship, rest, rejoice, praise. It's a day to really dive deep into the attitude of gratitude and how that makes miracles possible in your life. And whether you know it or not, you experience miracles in your life every single day. And the more that you can tune in and become aware of these miracles, I want you to make sure that you, I think there's a little, I don't know what that is in the comments there. Maybe someone can delete that spam comment. And I think someone may have copied our account. Thank you very much. So it's always something, guys. I get messages on like 6 different platforms every day. Like, there's another person copying your account. There's another person copying your account. I think my most common phrase that I post in my messenger accounts is, please report it. Thank you. So we deal with that quite a lot. Once you start getting out there in the world, that's definitely happens, but that's okay. So anyway, today is about mindset, and I'm going to really be walking you through some of the most essential millionaire mindsets that are going to help you to step into this next realm of living life at the peak, of squeezing every ounce of juice out of your little time that you have left on the planet. And I think it's so interesting because we have such a short window of time here on planet Earth. And when we're in our day-to-day, we don't reflect and realize that. But I want you to think back on how fast the last 2 years went in your life and all that took place and all that transpired. And I want you to think back to how fast these years went. They may have felt like they were 100 years and a moment all at once for you. But when you look forward in your life, we're only going to do what we just did, maybe if we're lucky, 20 more times. That's it. And it's really important to actually understand how limited our window is, and to be so intentional about what we're going to do with our window, right? To be really clear that this is a window. There is a beginning and an end. And we have an opportunity to choose everything that falls in between that beginning and that end. And that beginning is today. And that end is when you leave this planet, and pass through to the next. And so what you have to ask yourself today is, what do you want the contents and the context of this next window to be? And what do you want that to look like in each of the areas of your life that are so important? And, I think that, especially given everything that we've all experienced over the last couple of years, I think that the context of play and intimacy and purity in spirit and connectedness to spirituality and a grounding to nature and a depth in our relationships, I think these are things that don't get discussed in everyday life. And I think these are things that are easily overlooked when we're in the grind of day to day, or the blur and confusion, for example, of everything that transpired over the last couple of years. But the Inevitable Millionaire is really designed to help you to slow down and to get intentional for 52 weeks about what is going to happen between that beginning point, which is today, and that end point, which is your last day here on planet Earth. And it's really stepping back into your body, and it's taking ownership of your life in a completely new and elevated way. It's really about diving deep into soul's purpose, energy, connection, groundedness, right? I think the greatest gift that any single one of us can give to this earth is contributing one happy person to it. I've been saying that for more years than I can remember. The greatest gift that we can contribute to planet Earth is contributing one happy person. And then you being a happy, fulfilled person is going to lily pad out, and it's going to have a ripple effect in the world that is going to impact so many people, both directly and indirectly, some that you don't even know that you're touching, know that you're reaching, know that you're inspiring, know that you're moving. But just by you pursuing your goals and dreams and becoming that next person, that next version of yourself, the version of yourself that your dreams require, by becoming that person, all of these other people are then going to feel inspired and know that they can too. And I'll give a really great example of that. When I was building my business and we first hit the 7-figure mark, it was literally the moment that we hit 7 figures that I declared that I wanted to build an 8-figure business. And in that moment, when I declared that I wanted to build an 8-figure business, there were almost no female businesses in the online space that were at that level of revenue. And I immediately had a vulnerability hangover of, why did I just share this? Because, there's very few people that have ever done this. And, what if I fail in front of everyone? And I immediately was like, why did I say that out loud? I shouldn't have said that out loud. I should have kept it to myself. But it was a vision that I had. And the vision that I had to go to 8 figures, so much of it was because I see myself as a mentor that is really paving the path and laying down a foundation to show other business owners, especially female ones, what's possible, right? And so we set out on that journey, and within, I guess I want to say it was about a year and a half, we went from 7 figures to 8 figures unbelievably quickly. And the important part of the story is, within 1 year of us achieving 8 figures, multiple clients of ours did the same. And then we have more clients that are now on track to accomplish that. Now, the point of me sharing this story is very similar to the 4-minute mile, where no one believed it was possible, so no one even attempted it. And then, when Roger accomplished that, all of a sudden within a year, so many other people began to run a 4-minute mile, because this one person had had the bravery to pursue that feat and claim it and know that it was possible and do it. And then so many others saw, oh my gosh, he did it, I can do it too. Right? And so that's the role that I've always played as a mentor. And that's the role that I want to play for you in your life. I want you to know that whatever vision feels so big and so scary and so ridiculous right now for your life, that you almost are afraid to say it out loud or write it down on a piece of paper because it seems so ridiculous given where you are right now. I'm the person that's here to say, no, say that goal out loud, write that goal down. You actually can do it. There's someone out there that's already done it. I can help you make it happen. Don't be fearful. Trust yourself. And I can't even tell you how I've seen this happen with my clients over and over again. When you make the decision to say yes to yourself, when you make the decision to put the stake in the ground, you have no idea how many other people are watching you from afar and whose lives are going to completely transform because of you. And it doesn't matter whether you're going to heal a broken relationship or whether you're going to, be determined to really forge a bond with your kids, or whether you're going to attack something about your health, or, pick up a new hobby that you've been dying to do for years. I'm taking my first guitar lesson today. I've been wanting to do that, for over 20 years, and I'm finally doing that today. Whatever that is for you guys, Everything is available to you. Life is like a grocery store. It's a smorgasbord. It's literally whatever you decide is possible. It's whatever you decide that you're going to bring into your existence, that is what will be. And most people simply go through the grocery store and they don't even look up and down the aisle. They just keep putting back in their cart the same things that they've had week after week. They're never even considering that there is an alternative, that they could feel better, that they could be happier, that they could live life at a level of success and wealth and happiness that they've never experienced before because they're not allowing themselves to dream. And here's the deal, guys. When we're little, when we're young, all we do is dream. And then as we get older, we get told that we need to focus and be realistic and have a plan and, color within the lines and do things, the way that whoever is setting those expectations for us at the time says that we need to do. And you need to call BS on that because this is your life. It's now. It's one shot. We get one shot at this. That's it. One chance. And it's flying by. It's flying by. And we don't know how much time we have left. So the whole purpose of the Inevitable Millionaire is to help you to recognize that if you've been playing in the box of life that's this big, I want to help you see the box of life that's this big. It's beyond measure. It's beyond what you ever considered possible. And I want to help you open up your vision and take those blinders off and say, wow, this is what's really possible. And I want you to know that it's not just possible or probable, it's inevitable. If you can bring together the two sides of the coin that we've been talking about all week long, which is the mindset, the values and the beliefs, and then the strategy and the action plan, right? And then to top it all off, we're creating a community of co-strivers, a community of people that are making it happen. We're giving you mentorship, structure, focus, a journey, a path to follow, a plan. Right? So we're not just empowering you with where to focus and how to make it happen and what the mindset needs to be to get there, but we're leading you down a really specific path to make your dreams a reality. So a couple of things. I have 4 key things to share with you today about millionaire mindset. I was putting this together and I was literally thinking to myself, wow, I could do just a whole week. I could teach for a week straight, 8 hours a day just on the millionaire mindset because it's such a crucial thing and it's a very tangible thing. But I try to pick 4 elements of it that I thought would be really helpful for you guys. And I also want to do something kind of fun today. So the only way we can track this is by your comments, and then I'll have my team go back and look at timestamps. But I want to invite 10 people to buy while we're here live today. I want to invite 10 people to buy while we're here live today. And what I'm going to do for those of you that pay in full while we are live here today, and I'm going to do this for the first 10 people that buy. That's it. 10 people. I'm going to do a VIP mindset workshop in the month of June. It will be virtual, so you don't need to travel, but it will be me and only 10 people. And we are going to do a VIP mindset workshop together where we're actually going to look at your situation. By that point, you'll be a couple weeks into the program. So you'll have mapped out your action plan. We'll have done your belief replacement already. You're going to know what your goals are. And you're really going to be at the point where you're going to be starting to actually work on this plan. And so I'm going to invite 10 people, the first 10 people that join and pay in full while we're live here today, to this VIP session with me in June. And I am literally going to get down and dirty with you. We're actually going to talk about your plan. You can pull it up on the screen. I'm going to coach you through it live. And we're going to go deep into where you're going to focus, what actions you're going to take, what mindset shifts you need to create in order to create a breakthrough. And you will leave a different person. You're going to leave a different person. Okay. So 10 people, I have 10 spots only for this because I want to be able to take time with every single person. This is for the people that join us while we're live here in the session today. If someone on Team Unstoppable that's watching today could actually put the details of that VIP workshop that I just went over in the chat so everybody can see it. It's the first 10 people that pay in full while we're live here today. If you decide to register while we're live here today, make sure you let us know in the comments so that the team can get your name down and have you booked and check your timestamp. Okay. So if you are dying to have some more intimate time to coach you through some of these things that you're going to work on, you definitely want to go ahead and take advantage of that now. And of course, you can still get registered either on the payment plan for $297 a month or the pay in full at inevitablemillionaires.com. We're getting into the final stretch here, guys. We're getting into the final stretch. So registration is only open until Tuesday. Why wait until Tuesday? You'll already be behind. Our first resource is going out actually tomorrow. So the program kicks off tomorrow. First resource goes out. This week, we're having a get to know you mixer where we're helping you connect and start building relationships with some of the other people in the program. Next Thursday is the first live session with me at 11 a.m. Eastern. And you can see right on the Inevitable Millionaires page what sessions 1, 2, 3, and 4 are going to look like for our first month together. So it is going to be an unbelievable journey. I cannot wait to see you transform. You're going to be able to tangibly measure and track your progress. We're going to, in your first month, actually set up your current state and future state. And every month, you're going to be measuring back to current state, future state. And you're going to blow your own mind. You're going to be the one doing it. I'm just there as your guide. I'm going to provide insight, direction, feedback, inspiration. But you're going to blow your own mind because you're going to see that this dedicated focus of being in a container of purpose around building your 1% life is going to literally lead you down a path that you didn't even believe was possible. And I can tell you that. And I've seen it hundreds and hundreds of times with our clients in the business building capacity. And now we're going beyond business building. And let me tell you, this is really a wealth and life elevation program, guys. You're going to make more money by being in this program because you're going to be a better version of yourself. We show up as a better version of ourselves as leaders, as employees, as business owners. It does not matter what you do or what role or area of life you are contributing in. Maybe you don't even make money right now. And maybe you're like, I'm thinking about getting a side hustle going because I want to get some money coming in. $1,000 a month might make a big difference for your family. Or maybe right now you feel like you don't have any diversity in the way that you make money and you need to have multiple streams of income. We're going to get into all of that. But there's so much more to it because becoming a money magnet is really about you and how you're showing up. And I'm going to teach you how to become a money magnet. I'm going to teach you how to become a person that not only sees and capitalizes on opportunities, but attracts them to you by how you're being and who you're being, right? And then like strategy, right? I'm actually going to walk you through ways to take your money and multiply it and ways to open up new streams of income for yourself. Okay. So first 10 people that pay in full while we're live here today are getting a mindset workshop with me. It's a virtual live workshop. It's for 10 people only. It's going to be in June. And again, you're going to be taking the plan that you will be already devising and working through in the program. And I'm actually going to be coaching you through action steps, a deep dive on where to focus, what to do next, how to make it happen. Really. So if you want that little bit more intimate touch, you can go to inevitablemillionaires.com and get registered now. Okay. So let's talk about the 4 key things. So the first big thing from a millionaire mindset perspective, guys, is that, people that make millions of dollars understand that they are their best asset and they invest continuously in 3 things. Okay. They invest continuously in 3 things as it relates to self. They invest in their skill set, they invest in their mindset, and they invest in the value that they bring to the world. 3 things, write it down. Skill set, mindset, and value that they bring to the world. Okay? Because there is a direct correlation between the value that you bring to the world in a meaningful way, meaning that you share, that you actually exercise, right? Because there can be an amazingly talented person that's watching this video right now that doesn't share their talent with anyone and isn't exercising the value of that talent, and that's not bringing value to the world because no one knows about it, right? So it's about exercising that talent and understanding how to exercise that talent. So three core things. Number one, the millionaire mind is always investing in themselves first. And this is personal development, it's mentorship, it's coaching, it's masterminds, it's programs like the Inevitable Millionaire that goes hand in hand with a coaching or mastermind program. They're always investing in themselves first because there's only one thing in the world that's never going to be taken away from you, and that is your ability to impact, to produce, to interact in a meaningful way, to impact others, right? And so you want to build things that you can use in a multitude of ways in your life and for the rest of your life, okay? When you build your skill set, your mindset, and the value that you bring to the world, you have freedom of choice. Freedom of choice is, I believe, bar none, the number one thing that impacts your quality of life. When you have freedom of choice, you get to do what you want, when you want, with who you want, where you want, how you want to. You're not making bad decisions because you don't have a choice otherwise. And we've probably all been in situations where we have made poor choices because we didn't have a choice. Because for whatever reason, there was lack of preparation, lack of opportunity, lack of circumstance, lack of funds, whatever it was. Okay. So, power of choice. And the way that you create power of choice is by investing in your skill set, mindset, and personal value to the world. Does that make sense? Everybody, give me some comments in the chat. I want to hear from you guys. I want to know I'm not talking to myself here. Who do we got? I want to hear some energy. I want to feel some emojis. It's Sunday. Let's get some preach going on here, right? Some fire, some Sunday fire. Do we have anybody? Let's get some Sunday fire going here. Okay. Number two, the millionaire mind makes ROI-based decisions. Now, there's a lot of people when I talk about this that say, well, what's ROI? Return on investment. Okay. So the poor scarcity-based mind makes decisions based on upfront cost. The millionaire mind makes decisions based on back-end return. A great way to think about this, and they've actually done studies, psychological studies on children, and this has been determined to be one of the biggest indicators of success, is the ability to pursue delayed gratification. The person with the most patience always wins. And the person that can make decisions not based on instant gratification, but based on the long-term benefit. This again goes against absolutely everything that you're taught in the world, everything you see on social media, every indicator from every angle is telling you that it's now, me, right? Everything is telling you that it's all about the here and now, YOLO, right? This is it. But that's not how you become a millionaire and have freedom of choice and live a 1% life. People that become multimillionaires, high net worth, whatever, wherever your million, billion, wherever you want to be, okay, you are going to have to make more and more and more ROI-based decisions. And ROI-based decisions means you invest without a guarantee. It means you commit to yielding the result of your investment, and you place that accountability on yourself and no one else, right? And it means that you develop and cultivate your ability to make decisions out of faith over fear. We all have fear. Millionaires, multimillionaires, high net worth people, we all have the same human emotions. We have fear, we have imposter syndrome, we have scarcity, we have anxiety, we have all of these feelings. Everyone has those human emotions, right? If you're a well person, you have all of those emotions. But the bottom line is that you learn to push through those emotions and make strategic decisions in spite of it. Okay. So again, the number two biggest thing as far as the millionaire mind is the ROI-based decisions. And another way of thinking about it, as I mentioned already, is the distinction between instant gratification and long-term return. Okay. And so your ability to make decisions based on your long term vision for your life is so, so important, because many times, if you're making decisions based on the short term, you're never going to get your 1% life, because you're not laying the groundwork and allowing the seeds to mature, and allowing the growth and the root system to build, and the time for maturation that's needed to produce the outcome that you want. And, I see this in the online world all the time. I talk about this all the time. I see people quitting and giving up and starting over, whether it's in a job, whether it's with their business, whether it's with the niche that they're in, the type of client that they're focused on. I see this constant cycle of people just quitting and starting over, quitting and starting over, quitting and starting over. And the way that impacts your life is that you're in a constant cycle of starting over. You never arrive. You never arrive, because you're cutting yourself off at the ankles every single time and just starting over. So you're always starting, you're never finishing, right? Millionaires, multimillionaires, high net worth people, they finish. They finish what they started. Like they follow through until completion, even when it's hard, even when there's detours, even when there's obstacles, even when there's setbacks. That's a very different mindset than the average person. Okay. So I'm just going to pause there. So we just went through number one and number two. For those of you that just joined us, definitely hit the replay and make sure you catch up. But number one is investing continuously in your skill set, your mindset, and the value that you bring to the world. Number two is making ROI based decisions, long term decisions based on the end result and the return, not based on the upfront expense. And that includes making long play decisions versus making instant gratification based decisions. Again, for those of you that are with me today, and I'm so happy that you're all here, we're getting to the final countdown. Registration closes on Tuesday for the Inevitable Millionaire. For those of you that join with me while we're here live today, we still have a few spots left in the September 2nd Elevate Your Inner Circle event here in Palm Beach. We're networking in paradise. So if you pay in full today, you still have an opportunity to get in there. But even more importantly, we're doing something super fun while we're live here today. And the first 10 people that join while we're live here today and pay in full are going to get access to that private VIP mindset intensive with me. That's going to be at the end of June. And that's going to help you take everything from month one and just kind of like catapult it into action. I'm going to coach each person through specific directionality, action, focus, mindset, etc. So if you want to take advantage of that, you can go to inevitablemillionaires.com and get yourself registered. Okay, the number 3 millionaire mindset that is going to be so critical to your success, guys, is consciously up-leveling your influences. Consciously up-leveling your influences. Now, if you dial the clock back a couple days, I talked to you about the very clear distinctions between the habits and the way that time is spent, between the 99% and the 1%. It's very black and white. And one of the biggest things was the difference in active leisure versus passive leisure, and the difference between the time spent on social media, which was a 7x difference between the 99% and the 1%. Those two things alone make up a massive distinction between the people that build high net worth and the people that don't. And so when we talk about consciously up-leveling your influence, what I mean by that is getting off of the news, getting off of social media, getting off of all of the toxicity that is programming your brain in the wrong direction, in fear, in anxiety, in stress, in toxicity, in negativity, whatever it is, comparisonitis, escapism. Everybody has a different flavor for what they do and how they do it. But that time literally can be used to make you millions. That time can be used to reinvigorate your relationship with your spouse times 100. That time can be used to accomplish anything that's on your bucket list that you've been saying you don't have the time, you don't have the money, you don't have the bandwidth, whatever the story or excuse has been. So up-leveling your influence is absolutely key. It means what's in your ears, what's in your eyes, who are you surrounding yourself with? What is the influencing factor of your life? What is the person Who are the people? What are the opinions? What are the energy of those that you are spending the most time consuming the energy of? And you're consuming the energy of whether you're doing it consciously or subconsciously. If you're sitting in a room with someone that is negative all the time, that negativity is influencing you. You're sitting in the room, you're reading a book, but the news is on, the news is influencing you. You're going on social media to check your clients group, and then you get stuck every time you do that for 15, 20 minutes. Well, there you're losing 5 hours a week that could be literally transforming any area of your life. You want to be training for a marathon. There's your time to train for your marathon. But instead, you're every time you go to check a client post, you're spending an extra 15 minutes scrolling. Okay. These little distinctions, guys, are the difference between the life that you're living today and the life that you dream of. And a lot of times people make excuses that they don't have time and they don't have money. And we're cutting through all of that right here. It's not time and it's not money for any single one of us, because we can find the time and we can use the time to make the money. And that's just it. And that's just it. Okay. And so, and I built my business while I was working 60 hours a week in a corporate job. So I want to be very clear about that. Okay. So, when I was auditioning for the NFL and I was the youngest NFL cheerleader on my team, the tryouts were absolutely brutal. They went on for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. And I was in the final interview, and they knew I was in school full time. I was the youngest girl on the team. I had just turned 18, and I was working 3 other jobs besides going to be an NFL cheerleader. And they were interviewing me and they said, well, what makes you believe that you're going to be able to keep up with these expectations? What makes you believe that you're actually going to be able to do this work and show up in this way? Because it's a very demanding set of responsibilities. And I said, because I'm going to be the best I can possibly be at everything that I commit to doing. And that's who you are. That's the person inside of you. The person that's inside of you is the person that is capable and is going to be the best you can possibly be at everything that you do. And this program, guys, is going to be the catalyst for challenging you and you beginning to hold yourself accountable to being that person. Okay? Everything is inside of you already. The time, the money, the empathy, the rapport, the energy, it's all inside of you. It's about making shifts in your lifestyle, your belief system, and your mindset to let what is in here already come out and manifest into your daily life and really show up as who you really, really are. First of all, congratulations to Masha. I'm so happy for you. Do we have anyone else that has joined while we're here live today? I want to see who I'm going to have on this bonus session with me in June. This is a private mindset intensive to get coaching on your specific areas that you're going to be focused on in the 12-month journey together. If you know you're joining today anyway, I would say, why not get this bonus? It's absolutely amazing. And it's going to be gone when we get off, and we're going to be getting off in about 15 minutes. What time is it? Okay. So if you want that bonus and you want a spot in the September 2nd Elevate Your Inner Circle event, make sure you go ahead and get yourself joined now. Okay. You can go to inevitablemillionaires.com. And by the way, if you're here and you're watching this live, you know where you're meant to be. You already know. I don't need to tell you. You already know. Stephanie, congratulations. Tamasha, congratulations. So we have 8 spots left. 8 spots left. Who is taking these final 8 spots for this private session with me? Go ahead and get yourself registered now and let us know in the chat. This is open only while we are live today. When we end this live today, it's done. Whoever registers is in. No more spots after that. Okay. So if you want to get that extra bonus, make sure you get yourself registered while we're here today. Okay. So the third big millionaire mindset, and as I said, guys, and I'm going to give this disclaimer. I could teach an entire week, 8 hours a day on millionaire mindset because I didn't have it. I didn't grow up with it. I had the opposite of millionaire mindset in every single way. Okay. So this is something that for me has come through the life experience of crossing the bridge, not just becoming a millionaire, but a multimillionaire on a lot of levels, right? And there's a lot of clearing and a lot of learning and a lot of reframing. And, so I can't fit it all here. I'm going to try to fit as much of it as I can into our 12-month journey together inside the Inevitable Millionaire, but I wanted to at least pull out, kind of 4 core things today that we can talk about. So, really quickly before I move on, I want to also encourage you guys, feel free to start posting questions in the chat. Like if you're here today and you haven't joined yet, why? Why? What's your question? What's on your heart? What's on your mind? What is the thing that's holding you back from saying, yes, I deserve this. Yes, I'm giving myself this gift. Yes, I know I'm going to get an ROI from this. Yes, I know I can be the person that has patience and commitment and focus and tenacity. Like what is holding you back? Put that in the chat right now so we can help you. Because I can't help you and I can't give you what you need if I don't know what you're struggling with and why you haven't said yes to yourself yet. Because I know if you're here, you want it, you need it, you're ready for it, it's in your future. And now it's just saying yes. Okay. So let's talk about number 3 a little bit more. We talked about consciously up-leveling your influence. And when we were talking about millionaire habits, I was talking to you guys about how, the ultra high net worth, wealthy people, more than anything, are unbelievably conscientious about what they allow themselves to consume. They are very, very focused on the energy of what they're putting in their bodies, mentally and physically. And so this is about removing toxicity from your life, minimizing interactions with toxic people, influences, experiences. This is about replacing that with a community of people that are on the path that you are, that are doing the work, that are not telling stories, that are not making excuses, that are literally showing up in their lives as the hero of their own journey. Okay. I'm going to talk to you more about that in just a second. And to answer your question, we are there's one in-person event. It's on September the 2nd. We still have a few spots left for that. That is limited to 150 people. It's in person. It's a 1-day, a live event, and it's in person. Everything else over the course of the year is virtual, and it will primarily be on Thursdays at 11 a.m. Eastern. Usually it will be on Zoom with me, of course. And there will also be the Facebook group, the Kajabi site where all of the replays are. You're going to get workbooks. You're going to get tools and resources that come as a part of the implementation of the materials. And then next year, we're going to be releasing an app for the program. Okay. So it's going to be a multimedia mix. We're going to surprise and delight. It's never going to be 2 weeks of being the same. And it's going to be an unbelievable journey and experience. I can't wait to work with you. So, Anne, let us know if you're in. Looking forward to seeing you inside. If you know that you're joining right now, we do not have, let's see, we have, yes, it definitely applies to men as well. Yeah, this is being a 1% is not a female or a male thing. It is absolutely for everyone. So yes, we would love to have any of our male friends join us. This is not a program for ladies. This is a program for everyone and anyone that is willing and committed to working on elevating their wealth consciousness, their lifestyle, is ready to become the hero of their own journey. And I can't emphasize that enough. The hero is inside of you. The hero is inside of you. I will be your mentor. I will be your guide that helps you to unleash that person that is inside of you, but it's all already there. It's all already there. We just need to remove some layers of some distractions and some junk that may have piled up over the years, going through a lot of things that we've gone through, and kind of return to self and pull out what is already inside of us, but you have it there. And also for those of you that are looking to join, yeah, it would go wonderfully, Tracy, with the live launch method, of course. Live launch is obviously a business growth strategy. And this is obviously a mindset and life elevation program that's just going to do nothing but help you elevate the results that you're getting from live launch. So would love to see you pair those things together for sure. Okay. And says, is there help if my account was hacked and I'm banned from Facebook? So we will be emailing and texting out the resources as well. And the live sessions are not going to be on Facebook. So if you're not on Facebook and you want to join the program, that's absolutely okay. The program materials are going to be housed in Kajabi. The live calls and events are going to be housed on Zoom. So that's absolutely okay. If there's any of you that would like to join but are not on Facebook, that's no problem. I love the questions coming in. I want to hear some more questions. We have 8 more spots for the virtual mindset session. And if you choose to pay in full, there are still spots for the September 2nd event. If you don't want to attend September 2nd or you can't, there's also a monthly payment plan option. So for just $297 a month for 12 months, you can get in and you can be a part of this amazing community. We already have 6, 7, and multiple 7-figure earners and business owners in the program as we speak. I've been blown away watching the names of the people registering and coming through. This is the cream of the crop, guys. This is who you want to be surrounded with. I told you I am a curator. I am a curator of excellence. And I'm telling you, the people that we have joining are the people that you want to be surrounded with. They're the people that you want to be in a community with. These are your co-strivers. They're the people that are doing the work. They're following their dreams. They're making it happen. And it's who you want to be surrounded with. Okay. 8 more spots. 8 more spots. Who's claiming those spots? I want to know. You guys, I need some more energy here. Come on. I feel like I'm talking to myself a little bit here today. I want some more energy from the group. How are we feeling? What do you guys want to know? Like, ask me literally anything. Ask me anything. What do you know? What do you want to know about Millionaire Mindset? What do you want to know about the Inevitable Millionaire Mentorship? Like, how can I help you in this moment? Because time is ticking. First resource is going out tomorrow. I want to help all of you get to your yes before we get off this live session here today so that you're ready for tomorrow and can take full advantage of everything the program offers from day 1, which is tomorrow. So come talk to me. Let me hear from you guys. Ask your questions. Put them down in the chat. I'm here for it, okay? All right. So number 3 was up-leveling your influence, conscious consumption. Write that down. Conscious consumption. And this is something that we can always work on. You know, I feel like I have always been a person of very conscious consumption. And, you know, I read books constantly. I take time to meditate and to listen to positive things. And, you know, I minimize TV and all that. But even for myself, I was preparing for this conversation, I said, wow, you know, there's a lot of areas where I can actually be a lot more conscientious. There's actually a lot more that I can do that would remove distraction from my mindset. And I made a list of things that I'm doing. And even though I already feel like this has been something that has benefited me so much, I feel like I can even go to the next level. So this is something that's always going to impact you. Laura said, how long do you get access to the info? So as long as you're in the program. So it's a 12-month program. So as long as you're in the program, you will have continuous access. So you can go back through the replays. You can go back through the workbooks. You can go back through any celebrity guest interviews that we do, any resources that we send out. So as long as you're active in the program, you'll have access to it. Okay. Great questions. Love these questions. Laura, am I going to see you on the inside? Let me know. Who else is getting registered while we're here live today? We have 8 spots left. 8 spots left in this live mindset reframe that is happening at the end of June. Couple spots left for the September 2nd live event. That's the Elevate Your Inner Circle event. Again, you can go to inevitablemillionaires.com to register and let me know if you're claiming one of those spots that we have left. Okay. So finally, just concluding that, replace TV, Netflix, scrolling, the news with high quality wealth creation and life elevation activities. And again, I talked to you guys about the difference between passive leisure and active leisure. That's going to be a big focus in the program because active leisure is going to work on those neural pathways. It's going to help you with your energy, which then impacts every other area of what we're working on and what you're trying to create. And it's all interconnected. It's all interconnected. And I can't emphasize enough, guys, that if you're in another coaching program or a mastermind, this is like pouring rocket fuel on anything else that you're doing. Because at the end of the day, and this is the fourth millionaire mindset, the only shortcut to the learning process is mentorship. right? You got to do the work. You have to show up. You have to be a part of it. That's you have to do your part. But the one shortcut that is available in life is mentorship. It's learning from someone who has gotten to where you want to be, who is doing what you want to do, and who is doing it exuding the value system that you believe that you would like to be a match for in your life. And that's the shortcut, right? So the inevitable millionaire. Oh, congratulations, Sarah. I'm so happy for you. She said, I'm surrendering to this massive up level. Good for you, Sarah. That's amazing. Laura said, can you continue with the program for the same price after 12 months, or what will the continued pricing be? So here's the deal, Laura. So this is a one-time only price, which I shared. It's like ridiculous. My next level up is a $30,000 investment. So we're going from a $3,000 investment to my next level program is a 30,000. Okay. So, this is a one-time thing. I do expect the price of the program to go up substantially. Most of the time, what I do, and I've done this in all of my other programs, and I'm not giving any guarantees, but I will tell you, most of the time, what I have done for the past 10 years is that people get grandfathered in at the price that they joined at. So if you want to do year 2 in the program, you'll be able to continue most likely at that lower price point. I want to reward the people that are fast action takers. I want to celebrate the people that saw me and felt my heart and knew right away that they wanted to be a part of this. So, oh, Tracy, congratulations. So let me just see who we have for this event on this mindset event. So I think maybe can someone do me a favor on my team and just put, so Tracy, Sarah, there was a couple others earlier in the session. Can someone from Team Unstoppable let us know who we have that's come in so far while we're live, so we know how many of the 10 spots are still available? That would be really helpful if we could grab who joined us while we're live here today. That would be super close. Okay, so it looks like we have 6 out of 10. 4 spots left. So this is the deal. Those of you that join us while we're live here today, which we have 4 spots left, those of you that join us live are going to get to be in this like little mini VIP. It's virtual with me in June, where we're going to take your month 1 work that you did inside the Inevitable Millionaire, and we're going to kind of dig into it, and I'm going to coach you on it. Okay. So they are, Tamasha, Tracy, Sarah, Stephanie, Laura, Sarah. Okay. So we have just a couple spots left. And it's only while we're live here today. So those of you that want to be in that mindset session, it's virtual. It's going to take month 1, do a deep dive, and do some coaching to it. So looking for that. Those spots are almost full. Also, we have just a couple spots left in the September 2nd event. This is the Elevate Your Inner Circle event. Here's the deal, guys, right? So some of you guys may know this about me, some of you may not, but I run actually multiple companies. So I have Kelly Roach Coaching, which is our very large kind of consulting entity where we help business owners scale their businesses online. And I run several other companies as well. One of those companies is called the Courageous Brand. And I run that with a best friend of mine. She's been my best friend for 20 years. And we've had this business for 5 years now. And everything in this business is focused on helping the next generation to learn courage, confidence, and entrepreneurial mindset. And so we've done a lot of research on, of course, the elements of what impacts the quality and directionality of someone's life. And we created something. Oh, congratulations, Susan. So happy for you. I will see you in my little mindset session. I'm looking forward to working with you. Oh, thank you, Tamasha. I'm so happy. I'm always a little scared because I never know if I'm going to pronounce people's names right or not. And it's like, you don't want to hurt someone's feelings. So I am very happy that I pronounce it correctly as well. So the Courageous Brand, is about the next generation. This is one of my other businesses that I run with a partner, and, it's all about the next generation. And so we've done a lot of studying around quality and directionality of someone's life. And what they find is that, by age 8, that's when children start to, segregate, obviously, and build build their friend groups, right? And these friend groups then end up very much determining and influencing where this child goes and what they do in their life. And getting with the wrong friend group obviously many times leads to drugs, alcohol, anxiety, depression, self-harm. Getting with the right group of friends can lead to high performance in athletics, clubs, intramurals, the arts, and everything in between, right? And I know that many of you are parents just like I am, and so you know this, right? So we know this about our children. We know this. We know how important it is to guide our children to be hanging around with people that are going to lead them in the right direction in life. Do we not? Raise your hand. Give me some emojis in the chat if you want to make sure that your children that you love, that you guide, that you mentor, that you pour your heart, your soul, your mind, your body, you give them everything. You want them to hang out with people that are good for them. Yes or yes? You guys with me? Okay. So you want them to hang out with people that are good for them. What about you? Because as adults, guess what? We have the weight of the world on our shoulders. We have so many things that are distracting us, discouraging us, taking away from the fuel of our fire that leads us in the right direction, that puts us on the path that we want to be on. So we want all of these things for our children. We want them to hang around with people that are good for them, people that are going to lead them down the right direction in life, people that are going to support their highest and best. And I want that for you. And coming into my community and being a part of the Inevitable Millionaire, this mentorship, which is really what this is, it's not coaching, it's not, it's not an accountability program, it's not a mastermind. This is a mentorship journey. And this mentorship journey is about surrounding yourself with the right influence. It's being influenced every single week to work on becoming the person that your dreams require. It's being influenced every week to raise your wealth consciousness. It's being influenced every single week to work on your relationships with the people that you care about. It's being influenced every single week to take time to work on your mental and physical health. It's being influenced every week to make spirituality a priority, to make grounding a priority, to make remembering yourself a priority. So give yourself the same gift that you would want for your children or for your niece or for your nephew or for, your godchild or whoever that child is in your life that you care about. Give that same gift to yourself, because there is nothing that is going to influence and impact you more than what is in your ears, what is in your vision, who you're spending time with, what your influences are, and what their energy is. And you have to ask yourself on the day-to-day right now, right? Do you have the right influence, the right mentorship in your life on a weekly basis, every single week, that's bringing you back in and saying, nope, come back over here. I know it's been a hard week. I know you just want to eat Cheetos in your pajamas right now. Me too. But we're going to do this instead, right? That's what this is all about. And we all need it. Right? Everyone needs support. Everyone needs coaching. Everyone needs mentorship. Everyone needs that person in their life to cheerlead them, but also to kick their butt a little bit when they're getting off track. Okay. So let's see. Susan has joined us as well. So congratulations, Susan. So the spots are filling up for the mindset session. Anne is in. Big congratulations, Anne. So we have just, I think, three or two spots left for mindset. Who else is getting in on that session? Let me know. It is available only while we are here live, and we have 7 minutes left together. So Anne Michelle, perfect. Anne Michelle is in, and we are looking forward to working with you, Anne Michelle, and I will be seeing you on that mindset session. Okay. And Team Unstoppable, keep an eye on that timestamp so we make sure we get the right 10 in. And you guys will get a notification tomorrow. You'll get an invitation to that private session. Okay. So let's just do a little bit of a recap here of this millionaire mindset. And I'm just giving you a little taste. We're going to work on this extensively in our time together in the program, but I want to at least get you started while we're here today so that you can go out for your amazing Sunday and go out and enjoy your day and hopefully exercise something that I planted a seed in your mind on. So the number one is investing continuously in your skill set, mindset, and personal value. And that is the number one thing. Warren Buffett, obviously one of the wealthiest men in the world, but very, very wise. He always says that if there's one most important investment to make, it's in yourself. And I couldn't agree more, because when you invest in yourself, anything's possible. You can go anywhere. You can do anything. You could start over and you could be back where you were, and you'll bounce back in an instant, right? So investing continuously on your skill set, mindset, and personal value that you bring to the world. And again, that goes hand in hand with freedom of choice. Laura, that's no problem at all. If you actually message Nicole Catan, which I think she's probably here on the live. If you message Nicole Catan, she can help you set up the split payment. That's no problem at all. And we'll get you on the list, Laura. Okay. Number two is ROI-based decisions, right? The world says instant gratification. The millionaire mind says patience. Can't emphasize that enough. The world says instant gratification. The millionaire mind says patience. Okay. So ROI-based investments, investing without a guarantee, committing to doing the work to yield the results. It's absolute ownership. It's total ownership of your life and everything in it. And it's creating accountability for yourself to do the work to get the return from the thing that you invested in, right? And faith over fear. Faith over fear is a huge one. 3 spots left. If you want in for that millionaire mindset session with me, 3 spots left, 5 minutes to go. Okay. Number 3, consciously up-level your influence. This is about conscious consumption. There's been studies done on this. There is actual information you can research about this. Conscious consumption. The more that you put boundaries around your consumption and bring more clarity to what you are consuming, consciously or subconsciously, the faster and easier you are going to be able to get to your goals. Laura, we will make sure someone on the team can help you. Can someone from Team Unstoppable just grab Laura and help her with that, please? Thank you so much. Okay, so removing toxic people, minimizing toxic interactions, influences, whether it's people, it's books, it's news, it's radio, it's what you're watching on TV. All of these things consciously and subconsciously are either pushing us towards our goals or putting a barrier between us and our goals, and replacing it with dreamers, doers, achievers, the 1%. It's hanging out with people that are directionally making it happen, taking ownership, being accountable and doing the work. Right. And then number 4 is shortcutting the process by having a great mentor. And, what I would say is, when you guys look at the mentors that are available for this type of work in this highly interactive, accessible, year-long container, there's really nothing like it. This is a category of one opportunity. I'm one of the only female 8-figure mentors on the market that has helped hundreds of people to achieve 6 and 7 and even 8-figure success. And for the first time ever, I'm creating this opportunity for everyone, whether you're a business owner or not, whether you're high net worth or not, to gain access to mentorship about things that you typically can't access until you're already there, which is not helpful to people that aren't already there, right? So this is very distinct in what we are going to accomplish together and what we are offering to you. And I think that after you sit in on even just the first session, I really do believe each and every one of you will see a return. But most importantly, I think you'll be excited again about your life, about where you're going, what you're doing, what your focus is. I think you're going to remember who you really are. And that's the best thing of all. Okay, that's the best thing of all. Willie Mae, you can get in by going to inevitablemillionaires.com. inevitablemillionaires.com. And does anyone else have a question for me before we wrap up here today? Again, registration is only open until Tuesday, and then the doors are shut and the price is going up. I just want to remind everyone once again, that the first resource drops tomorrow. So you definitely want to get in today and be a part of the conversation. I'm going to be live here to 12 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So if you want to come back and hang out and spend some time with me, happy to do that. I hope by that point you all have gotten yourself registered so you can be working on the first session inside the program. And again, you can go to inevitablemillionaires.com to join. One more time, we have the Elevate Your Inner Circle event on September 2nd. That is for those of you that pay in full. We do still have a few spots left for that. So if you want to be in person networking and doing the wealth consciousness work with myself and my team, that's September 2nd. We're networking in paradise. So we're going to be here in Palm Beach. It's absolutely gorgeous, and more details to come on that within the next week. First resource drops tomorrow inside the program. We have a mixer happening at the beginning of this week that is going to allow you to get to know some of your co-strivers on this journey, your co-pilots, your partners in crime that are doing this work together. And next Thursday, not this Thursday, next Thursday is the first live session with me. Those sessions are every Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern, unless we let you know in advance that it is an alternate week and there's something else going on, some other mixed media type activity. Okay. I see a lot of you are saying yes to yourself and joining, which is so exciting. And, I think at the end of the day, guys, whatever area that you're joining to work on, whether it's your health, your wealth, your relationships, your spirituality, your career growth, whatever it is, I think that there will be the direct, urgent need that you want to solve. And then there will be the deep desire that you will move within you. And I think you'll come for one thing and you'll leave with so many other benefits and values that you just never believed possible and didn't expect. So, and to answer your question, for the September 2nd event, you actually can fly into Palm Beach, and that will be like probably within 10 to 15 minutes of where the actual event is. You can fly into Miami, but it'll be a little bit more of a drive. Palm Beach International is the closest airport to where the event will be. Okay. So I think we have like 3 spots left. Is anybody going to take these last 3 spots and get in on this opportunity? Direct mindset coaching from me, one time only. It's going to be live. It is a private session just with those that joined while we were live here today. We opened up 10 spots. We have 3 left. 3 left. Let me know who's taken those spots. Okay. And just while we wrap up here, I'll just give you guys a quick little, let me see if I can pull this up for you really quick. I know we have a few of you that are registering right now. Let me see if I can get this pulled up. You guys can feel free to put any questions that you have in the chat for me before we wrap up here today, which we're going to be doing in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. We're going to be wrapping up here. Let's see what we got. I want to see. And when you do that, you can see a full overview of the program. You can see topics that we're going to be covering. You can see the options for payments plans. You can see client stories and how they shared about how their life has changed with this mentorship. It's going to walk you through how you're going to, of course, up level your inner circle, turn your hopes, dreams, and focus into consistent daily actions. And this investment in your personal growth is going to allow you, especially if you're someone that has invested in other things, but maybe hasn't gotten the full return on those. Usually there's something underneath the hood. Right? So if you feel like there's an area of your life where you've been working really hard, maybe you're in a coaching or a mastermind program, you feel like you're taking the steps, you're doing the work on a surface level, you're executing, but for whatever reason, you're not seeing the outcome that you desire, this is probably the work that you need. This is probably the work that you need. This is the thing that's going to help you kind of peel back the layers of what's standing between you and the thing that you want, from a belief system, from a mindset, from a values, from a release standpoint. And that's just going to open up so many possibilities that feel within, that don't feel within reach right now, but absolutely are. You just need a little bit of guidance on how to access them. So just a final note for you guys for today. Again, there's 3 spots left. You can go register now. We'll give you like 5 more minutes if you want to take advantage of those spots. But just you can final parting words for Sunday, because I hope you have a great afternoon of rest and relaxation. Give yourself the same gift that you would want for the people that you care about most in your life. And remember that you have everything that you need inside of you. It's just about doing the work to access what's already there. Okay. So go ahead over to inevitablemillionaires.com, get yourself in the door. Can't wait to release the very first objective tomorrow, and looking forward to working with you. Everybody have a great Sunday. Thanks, guys.